Hi, I'm going to see if I can figure out cleaning up my craft room, if I can film it or not. This is after projects for glue books. So let's see. I'll probably work on my desk first here, which we've got a mess. What in the world is this? They don't fall. So this is just the it's set up in my Michigan home in the basement here, just using stuff I have. You know, and I can, my IKEA furniture is in Florida, but you don't have to have fancy stuff. Okay, so this is all the mess. Beforehand. So let's see what we can do here. What in the world? Closet. Whoops. Okay, I'm going to start out. Oops, see if I can. Oops, my finger's in the way. Just trying to hang on to something before I fall over this stuff. Ah! Ah. Okay, so I'm going to put it in here. Let's start out with the desk first, shall we? Okay, first thing I'm going to do is start to clean off this. Some more mat. How's that not coming out? Okay, we'll clean this off. And after every project, it really helps you not to get into a bind where you clean off everything after every project. I can do a little bit more of this, try to get this off, but we're just going to work with that right now. Okay, what else can we do? Okay, I've got this little setup with just little bits and pieces here. That looks fine. This pen will go into this little drawer here. So I just have a few things in this drawer, like little bits and pieces, markers, pens, glues. So I can throw stuff in there. What else can we do here? Whoops. I'm feeling this is going to fall. Okay. I think this is good here. And then I'm going to put this away. What I have to the side, I might just set this to music. I'll put this where my patterns go. I'm going to set that to the side. And here, let's just put the ruler away over my little caddy there. This is a template. And I will put this over by, I have a place for binding journals. And we're going to put this in that room. So I have more stuff that's not in this room. I have my papers in the other room, paper bags, all my books are in a little storage area. So Okay, so now what else can we do here? I know where I'm going to put that. Okay, what I'm going to do, it's another ruler, and that goes into this little wheelie thing. It's a rubber band. That'll go in this drawer there. That little drawer. Okay, now all these little, this paper, I'll put my paper. My trimmer, I don't have a real good spot for that, but I'm going to put it under my desk. On the side of my desk. Okay, now these, I get a place for this, so I'll put that away. Now all these, just throw that in there. Okay, let's get all these little bits of paper. This is all leftover papers. That's a bigger sheet, so I'm going to put that with my papers. These I use to, protect papers from glue. I'll put that on the side over behind me. Okay. Now all these papers I'm going to gather together and put them in these. I'm going to take it off and I'll show you. I'm going to put them in. I have this big bin here. So I just put my scoring board there, and we're going to just put these papers, leftover papers, scrap papers, in here. Now look how easy that was. And I just put my trimmer there. What a mess. Okay, another paper. All right. Now I am going to take these items. That will go in one spot. Okay, so I know this will go. Got safety hazards everywhere. Okay, I've got these bins here. This is like ephemera here. There, and then different pieces of ephemera there. I have patterns in here. And this one, this has little like binding or like things you would close up your, use to for your journal. Like elastic bands you might want to, for closures. More patterns in there. So we got patterns. I'll just show you what I have here. And then I just have little bits of fabrics here to make clusters. So while we're over here, we're just going to close that up. So clusters. More fabric pieces. Same, oh, and I've got seam binding. And just to make, scrappy ties. I don't have anything in here. I'm not sure what's down there, but okay, so now, see, that wasn't bad. Got a heater here. I can put that away since it is summer. And up here I have all my like different charm dangles I have shown in the past. I've made them. I think this one I got from somebody, but yeah, this one I got from somebody. A couple I bought, but look at this fun one. I made this one with the first circus journal. Right, this one. So we have our little dangles here. Up here, I just have some specialty pens, you know, with the fruit and stuff. If I make fruit bowls, I've got little buttons there, and these are different types of pens and pencils. Okay, so then over here, just have a little different things. My grandpa, I found this online. It's one of my grandpa's wall size oil paintings of Petoskey, the hillsides. Found it on eBay. Somebody somehow made postcards out of it. And when I first started stamping, then I got ink, so I inked some things here. Just different things there that are pretty. And then over here, I just have these bins. I think they're called iDesign. They're like a canvas bag. So I have different, like a lot of recipes, recipe cards, like bingo cards, things that you would put into a bridge pads, fake money, tickets, flashcards. So I have that there. And then here, just different tags and things to make tags. And then over here, just, you know, different things like message things, receipts, and so on. That's what I have there, just things you would put in a journal. Coming over here, I just have different papers you would put into a journal. Receipts, parchment paper, the faux coffee dyed paper, and then on this side I think I have different like stationaries in here, a little bit of music, and then right here I have different tags that I've made or have. So here these are just all of these like notepad things, and so I have a whole bunch of them in this container. Here I have other additional papers like music papers. Then down here I've got postcards, vintage photos. What's this? Postcards. Different things that you'd put into a journal. This looks like some Tim Holtz. So I don't know why that's out, but I'm going to put away this stuff here. Okay, just clean this off here. And now this cabinet has everything in it. Game cards, Tim Holtz people, old photos, Tim Holtz ephemera, like I said. And this is something I could add in. Journals, great thought a day. I'll put that in there. Done. Oops, sorry. Done. Okay, then what else we got? Okay, I'm going to put away this thing here. Okay, so that's... Look at, we already got that cleared off. Oops. That little spot there. I think now I'm going to gather up all the books. We've got a little bit of floor left, or cleaned. Now I'm going to bring you up. Oops, a couple more books. I'll have to grab those right there. And here's the pile of books that I'm going to put away. This little bit of ephemera stuff, lace. that goes in that tall cabinet there. So I will put that away. So next I'm putting the books away, that away, and these little paper scraps, book pages, calendars, all these leftover things. They're gonna be, okay, now this should just be paper scraps. And then I think this is solids, and I think I want to just put the leftover things in here that I could use later for pages or collaging. And we'll put that little plastic thing in here. So if I want to put my scraps into something, I can. Okay, so that. Okay, then I have over here, swirl around, I have some other paper scraps. So, you know, I have bags of this, so it's fun to, I want to do some eclectic journals at some point, and then you can just use all that stuff there, and look how fun that would be. Okay, so now I'm going to put this away. That's going to clear up a lot of space. It's in another room on some shelves. Okay, here's the storage room with, I'm just being honest with you, here's a lot of my books on some shelves. Where's the end of this? There. And we got some up here. Yes, I do love books. And then this does not even include my little golden books. And I have Reader's Digest books somewhere. And I have a bin of vintage books. Here's the other side. So this is just in my storage room. My husband had built these bookshelves, and so I do have a little room there. I could put some of those vintage books up here, actually. Oh, so yeah. And some of these I'm making some Christmas boxes with just different ephemera in them with little golden book Christmas books. So I'm going to be putting, because I've got to pare down some of this stuff. I'm going to put some of those, what are those books called? Those magazines. Let's see, what are they called? Oh, Ideals. So into my Christmas boxes, I'll probably put some pages in there. Okay, so that is where I put my books away. And next I want to just put all this stuff, I don't think the ribbon, but that'll go someplace else. But this bin will go. I don't even have anything in these bins, I don't think, so I could put stuff in there. But over here, I'm going to put that bin up here. Okay, put that up there. What I have here is like yo-yos, granny squares, etc. And then those two bins are boho. I need to make boho because I got a lot of boho. We got curtains, miscellaneous. And what does that say? Tablecloths, miscellaneous. I got envelopes. There's coffee dyed envelopes there. These are like greeting cards. Whole thing of index cards. These are little strawberries. Shortcake things I need to put away in a strawberry bin. So let's put the other card bin here. Okay, I got some of the floor picked up, and I put stuff on this table here. So what I can do, I have a couple projects, a little golden book there, in these bags. Lady and the Tramp. I've got so many things to do, and I will hang them up and put them in that closet. I hung those up. I put them in those clear bags from the Dollar Tree. I don't know if they're large or I think large. So I have them hung up there. So we got that done. Let's see what else we can do. Okay, I just picked up from the floor. This goes on my desk with the glue. We can do that. I just have this bag of, there are these little arm sleeves. And I think I'll just hang them up, put them in the closet. And then this is little beads and pom-poms. I guess that would be in charms. I'll put that over where my charms and things go. This has wallpaper that I thrifted and some, I think this is plastic tablecloths for, for coffee dyeing. So I have another area for that, coffee dyeing. And these are some Anna Griffith card things. If I don't use them, I'm going to give them to Goodwill. Behind me, I have a thing of trims. I think we'll put the trims away next. I also have that spool here. And this is a little, fits just exactly right along my windowsill. I had things in it, but I don't. Maybe I could put charms or beads in there. I'm not sure. Let's put away coffee dyeing, the trims behind me, and that charm stuff, and see if I want to keep anything here for this. Okay, this is behind me, so I think while I'm here, I'm going to pull out, I put trims in one and fabric in the other, so I'm going to put that on my desk and sort through it. Now that I see these two things on my desk, I think I'm going to move them out from behind me. Gives me a little more room. And because I don't have anything in these, I'm going to put them in those two bins there. Okay, I put trims in there. And I do have a bin of fabric, so I'm going to put the fabrics that I got off the floor behind me away. I have this that has tablecloth, type pieces or curtains, so I'll put them in there. Okay, let's look. And then I have yarns in there. I've got like polyfoam. I don't think I want that. I'm going to get rid of that. What else do we have on the floor? Okay. We'll get rid of this binder. That box is empty. I do have some stuff here. This is really pretty. I don't know what to do with it. I'm going to put it up here for now. It's a beautiful tin piece. Okay, I recently got this on Amazon. I couldn't find my Good Bone folder. Oh, this is kind of expensive. It's like $10. But anyway, it's a nice bone folder. And then I got these staple removers. It's good for little golden books, taking the staples out or taking them out of books. Okay, I'm going to add this to where I put my binding things. This is very pretty for putting little bits in. I'm going to just put that in here until I figure out what I want to do with that. Okay, let's check out. So I still can put things there. That is those gloves. I don't know if I'm keeping them, maybe a couple. And then I can just hang them up in my closet. Let's just look. It has to be vacuumed, of course. But the floor is looking somewhat better. Okay, and here's the fabrics. I'm going to fold and put them away. what can we do here? Okay, here I have yo-yos, and they are in this pretty little bin, which belong up here in this little shelf. And I've got a mess here, so we'll do that. Okay, let's see what we'll do next.